one. Well, technically it's 2, right?
Yeah, it's 2.
I think in Pittsburgh, even though he's technically going to be wide receiver 2,
Mm-hmm.
I would draft um what's his name? Michael Pittman Jr.
Oh,
before I would draft what's his name on the other side? Um oh my gosh.
Metcalf, back DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf.
Oh, that's a
I
good one.
would. I
And why
think
is that for the people?
because I think Pittman is a better route runner and more dependable on the basic plays, where DK Metcalf is a big play guy, but not a great route runner. So when you hit him, he's going to catch 3 balls, and one of them is going to be for 40 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Where Pittman is going to catch 7 or 8 balls, and he's going to be the reliable
Yeah, he's
target.
going to be the target for Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be
Yes.
that safety valve, and then if they got that
Yes.
chemistry, he's going to go to him a lot because that's definitely what he will do once he get comfortable with receiver and he has confidence in that receiver. You're right, he will keep going at him. So the touches will be there. The yards eventually. I think volume. When I say
Pittman did good
volume,
for me last year. Pittman
yeah.
was my last pick. Everybody forgot about him, and he was like my second best wide receiver.
Ooh,
Yeah. So,
me, it's not even a hard one. It's not
okay.
hard. It's not even. It's not even. It's a no brainer. It's like it's
Are
not.
you, I'm hoping you're picking Pickens over CD.
No, I'm not even going my team. No, sir.
Oh,
I'm going with my
that would
number
have been
one. I'm
fun.
going my number one back last year, and I think he's going to have a good one this year. I'm taking Bijan Robinson
Hmm.
over James Cook, and it's not even close. I just said I'm not taking James Cook first round. So who am I taking? Bijan. Bijan. Yup. Why? Because look, last year, 1,600 yards he went over, 12 touchdowns, right? But this year, just think about it. He caught 79 balls. He got a tool. He got whoever he got back there, he's going to be the guy that you need to go to when you're in trouble. He's a big play guy. Okay. The offense is going, and then you got Stefanski, right?
Stefanski.
Stefanski, who's an offensive minded guy. And you got all them pieces right there. Once again, if my quarterback is in trouble, guess what I could do? Give it to my running back. He could come through, slid through. He could be the dump down guy. But once he's the dump down guy, he could go. Okay. So I see a big year out of Bijan. A big year out of Bijan this year.
Can I play
Go ahead,
devil's advocate?
interject.
I'll play
Interject.
devil's advocate for it. I'm not
Interject.
saying you're wrong. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Between those two, who's got the better quarterback?
By far, Josh Allen.
You know how much of an advantage that is for Cook
Just
over
that.
Bijan. Just that.
Mm.
Just that.
Why?
Because
Why?
you can't put 8 in the box to stop Cook, because you
He'll
think
kill
that
you.
the MVP quarterback
He'll
that
kill
can
you.
throw and run, you've got to have like a spy on him practically
Mm.
on every play.
Mm.
So it's rare, unless it's like, I can't even say goal line, because how many times do they do a quarterback sneak with Josh?
Yeah, it's a fact.
If you're not getting great quarterback play from Tua or Penix, and it's hard for me to say great with those two guys,
Yeah.
you can focus. You could put 8 guys in the
But look,
box and focus in with
but look what happened
Bijan.
last year. He had trash. We had trash quarterbacks last year, and still had big production. So I'm trying to tell you, I think Tool's an upgrade for what they
He
had
he
last
he
year.
had big production, but who led the league in rushing last year?
He's once again.
And
Oh, hold up, Gil. Hold up, Gil.
who had
He
more
snuck up.
touchdowns? Who had
James
more
Cook.
touchdowns?
James Cook did. James Cook, I believe, snuck up on everybody. He wasn't predicted to do that. So defenses, I don't think, went out and properly prepared for him. You got to think people went out and prepared for Bijan. They knew what he was, and he still was able to produce with bum quarterbacks. I'm just saying, Gil. I want to see what James Cook does this year.
Same
Now you're the
quarterback.
number one. Right.
You can load up on James Cook and you can say, okay, now we know. Last year we didn't know. Now we know. But the same quarterback is under center.
You right
Same
about
guy.
that. How's the
Same.
receiver?
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no,
just
you playing that
saying
back. You right, playing that back.
I'm just giving pause. That's all.
I like what y'all think? You agree with Gil? You agree with Gil? You disagree with me? I just want to know what y'all got to say. And I know y'all will
Or
comment.
you agree with Larry and disagree with
I
me.
know y'all will comment. And I know where y'all will come. I want to know where y'all will pit Bijan. Is y'all gonna be y'all number one running back? Is James Cook gonna be your number running back? I just want to know. And I know y'all will comment, man. We thank y'all for that. Gil, I'm gonna keep it going, keep it fluid. I'm gonna keep it fluid, okay?
I got three more things with fantasy, but if you're still going, go ahead.
Yeah, it's quick.
Sure, you don't have to be quick. Just whatever.
I'll make it quick. Okay. All right, this player will ruin your fantasy season.
Ooh, you take this guy,
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
gonna
gonna.
ruin your fantasy.
So you got to think position. You got to think position, and I would say quarterback. I would say you take a quarterback, and you get the wrong one. Like for example, last year I took Burrow as my number one
Yeah,
quarterback, and he got hurt in week 2,
he did.
and then I was scrambling. So I'm gonna look quarterback that if you draft him, the downside is devastating. Devastating. Hmm. Gee whiz. I don't want to say that because we'll ruin. Mm. Mm. Okay, I got a guy, and it's probably not his fault. It's circumstances. I would not draft because even though he's a good player, he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's an elite quarterback, even though he wins a lot. I think he's more of just fits a system perfectly. But I would not draft Brock Purdy. He's not big. He's been hurt a couple times already, and he's on a team that has the injury bug already.
Already, yeah.
Already. If he's out there and he has no McCaffrey, if he has no Kittle,
Yeah.
they already got no
Your Pearsall is already injured.
Pearsall is gonna miss the year.
Yep.
Dewan Jennings is playing for Minnesota now. And I don't trust Mike Evans to stay healthy. He's an older wide receiver.
Yeah.
I don't think you can expect 1,000 yards from him anymore. And he's wide receiver 1 for them. You know, he gets nicked up. Who's Purdy throwing to? And Purdy's not a big guy. He gets nicked up. I don't like it. I don't like because of circumstances. He might have players that aren't playing, and then ultimately he's a guy that gets dinged up a little bit too. Even the head coach gets dinged up. You know, look at him getting into the car accident. So I think if you draft Brock Purdy, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. I wouldn't do it. If he's like QB3 on your team, all right. You're planning for him to play one game or if one of your guys gets hurt. But QB1 or 2, I wouldn't do it.
I got a guy.
Can't do it.
I got a guy that's the same reason. Same reason. Jordan Love.
I'm looking right at him.
Jordan Love. Yup. I wouldn't do it because of the fact that when he's on the field, he's dynamic. He's dynamic. But once again, he has had problems being on the field the whole year. And sometimes he'll have games where he has bad games. You know what I mean? So, and I know he's going to go high on him for as QB. He's going to go up there as a QB. Now, I probably have him as a backup. I'm not going to have him as my number one. You know, he might be my third, honestly. You know, I might make him my third.
He would be my third.
Yeah,
he would be my third, or I wouldn't draft him.
Yeah, that part, because I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot. I know it's going to be a lot of people going to probably jump on it, think it's going to be a deal. It's going to ruin you because when you got to play him, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about. So that's my player is Jordan Love. I would not, for the love of me, definitely ain't taking him as number one. Ain't happening, Jack. You know, and I know people say, well, this might be his bounce back year. We've been saying that for the last 3 years. His bounce back year. Okay. Now you supposed then this is your offense, this is your coach, this is your guy, and this is supposed to have been the level where you're supposed to take them all the way to the bowl, right? We said last year they were supposed to go to the bowl, right? Michael Parsons, right?
100%.
That's what we
Yeah.
said, right?
Yeah.
Team to beat. Okay. No, sir. No, sir. So you can't sell me Jordan Love. You get not for my price, not for my price, you won't. Not for my
Mhm.
team, you won't. No, sir.
I agree. He's
All
got a
right.
lot of weapons, but you got to look at the whole picture with him.
All
And
right,
there
Gil.
there are just games, man, where he'll throw 4 touchdowns in one game, and then he'll throw a combined 2 touchdowns for 3 games. It's really weird with
That's a
him.
fact. That's a fact. Now I got two more topics, and then I'll let you get your three. All right,
Sure.
real quick. The number one pick shouldn't be who you think.
Ooh, the number one pick
Who you think
shouldn't
shouldn't be.
who I think shouldn't be number one.
Shouldn't be number one pick. I know you gave me three first rounders, but who you think is the number one pick that you think shouldn't be the number one pick?
So to me, the number one pick should be Gibbs.
Should be.
Should be. I think in most projected fantasy information, they have Bijan at number one. I
Yup,
would not take Bijan at number one. If I had the number one pick, I would be taking Gibbs
Gibbs.
as
Yep.
my number one. I
Yep.
think because I think he's going to get the ball even more this year
That's crazy.
than he
You
did
said that.
last year.
You said that because I said
And he's got a good quarterback.
and then, so the number one pick, what you said would not be Bijan, right? Same here. I said the same thing. Not Bijan. If I have Jameer Gibbs, if I got the option, which I don't have the number one pick in my league, so I'm pretty sure Jameer will be the number one piece going off that board. It'd be insane not to. Him, I see Jamar Chase, but they're gonna go get Gibbs. And I'm telling you, I think who's gonna be the number one receiver going off that board is gonna be Puka. It's gonna be Puka. Now Jackson,
Puka got dinged up today in training camp.
yeah,
He
but
got dinged up.
so who you think is gonna be the number one?
And he's got legal problems.
Who you already do. So who you think the number one receiver going to be in JSN?
I think it should be Chase.
I said the same thing.
It should be Chase. Could be Puka.
You don't think it's going to be JSN?
No, I don't. I think he at best is third. But here's the thing. I know you really like him. So he's a guy you got to think about in the first round.
Why? Because I said
you're picking at 5. He's probably going to be there at 5.
He might be there at 5, but
I think he will be.
You know, I'm thinking about their offensive coordinator. There no more. They got a new offensive coordinator.
That is true. But
they
got the same quarterback and the same head coach.
Got the same quarterback. Hold up, bro. Well, because Philly had the same system, same quarterback, same receivers, and Jalen Hurts had a terrible year.
O-line problems.
Yeah.
O-line problems.
Yeah.
Can't predict injuries like that, you know.
But hold up, bro. You talking about a team that won the Super Bowl last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to go back and have a good season next year. It's hard.
But we're talking regular season. We're talking the first 13, 14 weeks of the season. It's not the end of the year, and it's not playoffs.
Yeah.
So you could be like Detroit 2 years ago and have the best record in the NFC, and then you're one and done in the playoffs. Washington comes to town and beats you. It can happen. But what happened during that regular season happened. You know, Amon-Ra St. Brown is an excellent wide receiver for fantasy. Excellent.
Okay. And my last one.
Mm-hmm.
3 players I refuse to draft.
3 players you refuse or I refuse?
Like you refuse to draft.
Man, I only wrote down one. I only wrote down one, so I'll give away my one. I will not be drafting at all under any circumstance Isaiah Pacheco. I
Oh
will not. He is with Detroit now, and he's already dinged up again. He plays like he's a Montgomery, but he's not built like Montgomery. And there's a reason why KC let him go. He's always injured, always injured. And I think this is another reason why Gibbs is going to get so many touches because Pacheco gets hurt all the time. So Gibbs will be the number one. He won't have Montgomery to split time with, and Pacheco won't get as many carries because he's not the same powerful kind of runner as Montgomery is, and he gets hurt. And I'm not gonna go on a limb by saying I think he'll get hurt again because he gets hurt every year. That's who he is.
You know who
So
I'm not drafting?
I don't have three. I got one.
I got one for you.
Sure.
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud, absolutely undraftable for you. So
I'm
if
not
he's
drafting.
there
I'm not
in
drafting.
round 18,
No, I'm cool. I'm cool.
you'll take a backup kicker
I'm
before you
not
take
taking. I'm not
CJ.
taking Stroud, bro. Even with the all line strapped up, I think the defense is going to carry them. You know what I mean? But he's not going to light it up. He's not going to light it up. He's not. You know, he's not going to light it up. You know, we seen with CJ Stroud, and yeah, he didn't have a full arsenal at his disposal, but he had two back-to-back terrible games in the postseason.
I mean, one was
Terrible.
worse than the
And
other.
then he started last year terrible. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
No,
Okay,
sir.
that's
Not no.
that's a good one.
I'm not. You can't sell me. No, I'm cool. I don't want that.
Can the two of us come up with one more? Because you said
I
three.
got one more for you.
Sure.
I got one more.
Undraftable.
Malik Neighbors.
Malik
Malik
Neighbors.
Neighbors in New York Giants. And my cousin ain't gonna like it. That's his team, but I'm being honest. He's been injured.
Hmm.
Jackson Dart, as much as we say with the and once again, I don't give too much on training camp buzz because right now they're saying that they're having a terrible training camp and it'd be the week one to come out on fire. So don't for the people that listen to this training camp noise, you know, because we'll say, well, man, Shador and them having a great season out Browns. I heard today they might try to trade him because they're gonna go with Deshaun Bum Watson, who then fell off the map completely. He's definitely don't draft him. He shouldn't be in the daggone board room, period. But anyway, yeah, Malik Neighbors, we're talking about potential, and that's all I've been hearing is potential. I can't rock with potential, bro. I can't. I have not seen the full season yet. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
You want me to gamble? That's a gamble. And he could have a breakout season. Who knows, right? But that's a gamble for those who. And I could be wrong. Y'all could get on later on, like you always do, and say, "Hey, you said Malik Neighbors wasn't going to do nothing this year." And I'm all right. And you tell me that you're going to pick Malik Neighbors on your board. Tell me he'll be your fourth or your third best receiver. Tell me that you're going to go. If there's other receivers there, you're going to go for Malik Neighbors. I'm not. I'm not. That's my deuce.
All right. That's a good one. Okay. I got rookies to watch for.
I like that. I was going to go there with you, Gil. I was going there. I was going there. Let's go.
I got three rookies. Running back, Jadarian Price.
Oh, that was one of mine.
He got picked with the last pick in the first round.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, we know that Seattle lost Kenneth, right?
Yes, sir.
And the backup tore his ACL in the playoffs. So I think Jadarian Price is going to get a lot of touches. A lot of touches. So and it's a good team that he got drafted to. I mean, the best team. So Jadarian Price. I got Jordan Tyson, wide receiver. He will be the number 2 with the Saints.
Yep.
I like their quarterback.
Yes, sir.
And He's probably not going to get doubled because they got Olave on the other
Yes,
side.
sir.
I like Jadar. I think to me, if he was healthy, I think Jadarian. I think Jordan Tyson for me was the best wide receiver in the draft last year, but injuries made him fall, slip. Um, I think he's going to be big with the Saints. And my third guy is actually a guy who plays for the Browns.
Mm,
I like KC Concepcion. Not just because he's a pretty good wide receiver, but he is a returner and you will get points. If yards and if he breaks one and gets into the end zone, that is big. That is big. I mean, I don't think he's going to be like Snead big, but I think because he's a two-way guy, wide receiver and returner, I think he's a guy you should check out. So my three, Jadarian Price, Jordan Tyson, KC Concepcion. What do you think?
perfect. I'm totally agreeing with you. Those are the same ones I was saying. Same exact ones. You named every last one I was going to say, brother. I have nothing to add to that because that's exactly who I was going to say.
Hmm.
If you're going to go draft them and take, and we always say we're looking for that piece that you don't see coming as a rookie. I like all them three choices.
And listen,
I have Makai Lemon, Philly. But once again, it's all determined on one, the offense coordinator and him getting them in there, and two, the quarterback. The quarterback,
right.
you know, because AJ Brown said it was Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? What did he say? It was Jalen Hurts, right?
Hmm.
So I don't know. And you talking about a rookie coming in? I don't know. I mean, they drafted him high. They trade up for him, right? Okay, that's their guy. So we'll see. You
Hmm.
know, I just want to
I
get
was I was very tempted to also put in Jeremiah Love because
yeah,
I
but
think he will be good. I do. I just don't think you draft him in the first round.
nah,
I really don't want him to be RB1. RB2, sure.
yeah,
RB1, it's just too crowded in that backfield. He's sharing it with three other guys.
that's a
Three
fact.
other guys. Forgot about Benson, too.
Oh my goodness. But you
Yeah.
don't draft a guy that high, man, without giving him some
And
tick.
what did we say?
You don't
They
draft a guy
shouldn't
that
have
high.
drafted him.
They shouldn't have drafted.
Despite
Nope.
his
He
talent.
should have
And
went to Tennessee. Straight up. Should have went to Tennessee. And I'm still gonna stand on that. Way more value down there in Tennessee than Arizona. One of them dumb picks, just like when Atlanta took Penix. Dumb pick. It was just a dumb pick. For real. And you drafted him ninth. You tripping. You tripping.
no, they drafted him eighth
I'm sorry.
because the Bears were ninth. That's how I
Oh, they were
remember
ninth?
it.
Okay. I'm sorry.
They drafted him eighth, one pick before us. That's right. It was six quarterbacks in 12 picks. Six went. That was crazy. All right, I got one
Yep.
more category, and only one more in fantasy. Are you done with your fantasy?
I was going to give him my draft plan for my draft plan. So
All right,
after that, I'm just going to draft my draft plan.
all right. We'll do your draft plan right after this. Late round steals,
Okay.
guys that you can get after round 13, 14. Okay, late round steals because people just forget about them. They just forget. I got two quarterbacks: Jared Goff,
Ooh, good one.
Sam Darnold.
Good
I've
one.
had Sam Darnold the last 2 years. He was my third quarterback both
Good
years.
one.
Both years. You can wait on both of those guys, and you're going to get good production. I think Jared Goff is
Jared Goff went
QB.
for
He's
4,500 yards last
he
year.
could be QB1.
He can.
He could be QB1, and you could get him in like the 13th round.
And that's another one in that's locked into that system quarterbacks we talked about, right? They built around the system around him, so he's good for $4,000. He's good for $4,000. He went for 4,500 yards last year, bro.
What if this? What if you have the number one pick or number two pick and you draft Gibbs? right? Early in the first round.
And you come
And
back
then
and
you
handcuff
wait till the third round and you
and
handcuff
handcuff.
them with
Oh
golf.
yeah, that's
Look
it.
at all those players. If you drafted right, you got before. Look at all those bullets. You got a Tommy gun now. You got an old school Tommy gun.
It'd be look. It'd be rough going against that person. I tell you that much. I won't want to be on the other side of that coin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Think about that kind of strategy. All
yeah.
right, I got oh, and a third quarterback that I think will go late is a second year quarterback, Tyler Shuck.
Okay.
Tyler Shuck. He could be like a QB2, and he's gonna go again probably past the 13th round.
And he got another, and then he got a 4 year with Kalen Moore in that system. We seen
And
what Kellen
they
Moore
got him
does.
another. They got him two weapons.
Yes,
They
sir.
got they got him Travis.
Etienne,
It's not ATN anymore. It's Ashan. That's how he pronounces it now.
Ashan. Oh,
Travis Ashan from Jacksonville. Now
right.
he's with the Saints, and rookie whatchamacallit, Jordan Tyson.
Yep, Jordan Tyson. So they got the
So
weapons. They built the offense. Once again, as Kalen Moore is saying, this is what we're gonna need. We're gonna get this. I know what I need to get my quarterback for him to be successful. They got a decent line out there for him. You know what I mean? The boy is a gamer. We've seen he's a gamer. He's a gamer. So now you get a whole year comfortable with NFL speed. Whew. I see a
I
big
said,
year. Oh,
listen to my rules. Wait on a quarterback. The longer, the better. Enjoying the content? Then leave a comment down below. And remember to hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons so you can keep up with everything as far as the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast goes on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel, as well as most social media outlets. Now let's get back to it. And they're like, that doesn't make any sense. You sure? You sure it doesn't? Running backs, I got two of them. I got Jalen Warren and I got Jonathan Brooks from Carolina. I believe Jonathan Brooks will be the starter at some point for Carolina
okay.
this year over Chupa Hubbard. Chupa Hubbard, week 1, week 2, but I think Jonathan Brooks will surpass him and he will
That's
be
the sleepers. Okay.
RB1. That is late round steals, and Jalen Warren is the starting running back for
For Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Now wide receivers, I got 3 of them late round. I know you're not going to agree with this first one, but you got to think late round. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying late round. Malik Neighbors. I think when he gets a clean bill of health, he's going to be wide receiver 1 for the Giants. So, what if, you stash him for a month, 6 weeks, and then he comes back healthy. Maybe it's short term, but I'm talking about late. I'm talking about, again, after round 13, 14, 15. There aren't too many late round wide receivers that are going to have a high side like him. It's potential. Like you said, you'd be drafting him on potential. He's going to
Yeah.
be healthy eventually. So I'm saying late round. I mentioned this guy before. He was my last pick in my draft last year. Michael Pittman Jr., also playing for Pittsburgh. I think he will be a solid wide receiver 2 or flex kind of wide receiver. He's a guy that you're going to want to play, and you can get him late. I think you could get him after round 15. And my last guy, I literally, when I do these mock drafts, he has been my last pick in every single mock draft. No one's taking him. So I think you can get this guy real late. How about that Stephon Diggs, who just signed with Washington?
Washington. Yeah, yeah.
I've been mock drafting him in my last round, and I've been able to get him. He's going to be the number 2. McLaurin will be 1. He'll be 2. Jaden Daniels back. Couple weapons now.
That's
I think
another breakout year for
Stephon
Jaden Daniels.
Diggs, he was the number 1 wide receiver for New England last year, and he went over 1,000 yards.
He
So
did.
he still has some juice. He's got a little bit of juice left. So those are my late round steals of the 2026 fantasy football draft. Now, you've got like scenarios in your head, right? You've got like
Oh yeah, I got a
philosophy.
plan. I got a plan.
You got I got a plan too.
I got a plan.
I got a plan too. I know because I'm picking fourth, I believe I'm going to get the guy I want in the first round. I believe I'm going to get the guy I want in the second round. The third round is the debate, position wise.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to do what you said earlier. And then when I come back around the fourth round,
You go grab that
yeah,
tight
I'm
end.
going to get that tight end.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to
Yeah.
do. My plan is running back, wide receiver, running back, tight end.
Man,
That's my plan.
we're looking at the same thing. I said round one, I'm going for elite running back, wide receiver. Round one. Round 2 to 3, keep hammering the running back, wide receiver, like you just said. 2 or 3, I'm going wide receiver, running back. Build up that them bullets for me, right? 4 to 6 rounds, start looking for falling value. I look for falling value, bro. This is where the draft board matters more than the original plan. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? This is where the
Yes.
draft board makes more sense
Everybody's
than
going
the
to get a
original
good
plan.
player in the first 5
Yup.
rounds. It's round 6, the
Yep.
meat and potatoes, 6 to 10.
The
What you
falling
going to
value.
do, brother?
What you gonna
What you
do?
going to do?
What you
Because
gonna
that's
do,
how you
bro?
win your league. It's
Yup.
not top heavy.
Nope. It's the
It's
middle.
balanced.
It's the balance. Yup. The falling value. That's the value pick, right? The middle rounds, upside, breakout receivers, running backs who gain larger roles. There's going to be gaining large roles in the offense.
Mhm.
If my quarterback value appears, cool. You did. Now I'm interested. Right in that middle rounds, right?
Mhm.
Late rounds, I want lottery tickets, rookie running backs, young receivers, uh, players, one injury or death chart move away from serious value. I'm looking for them guys. And then last, defense. I can wait on the defense. Wait on the defense. The defense will be there. I'm not jumping out the gym for the defense. I can wait on the defense. Okay. In my league, we got to draft linebackers because they agreed they want linebackers and DBs. You know what I'm saying? So that part. So that's the part where I gotta figure out what corners I want to grab, which is okay.
You might not want corners. You might want safeties.
I'm going with Caleb Downs. I don't care what nobody tell me. I'm gonna get my boy. I'm gonna shoot this guy from
That's a
safety.
safety.
I know. I'm taking the safety. That's what I'm gonna do.
Go for it.
Last year I went with Bucker from Arizona. No. Then I had Dejon from Philly. No. No. It was just bad. In linebackers,
When
I
you
had
say linebacker, are you talking about like pass rusher?
yeah, pass rusher. That's Spillane last year. That's Spillane from Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
He was decent. But whoever had Miles Garrett smacked. Whoever had Miles Garrett smacked. Smacked. Smacked.
There's a bunch of other good ones though. So
Verse, and I seen Verse having. We think about him when Browns.
I don't think
No
much.
dice. No dice.
No,
Dice.
I like Will Anderson with the Texans.
Ooh, yeah,
I
man.
like him.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
tell you, a guy that I would avoid, that I wouldn't draft, big name, but I think he's on the downslope. I would not do TJ Watt. I wouldn't do him.
Oh
I would
heck
not
no.
draft. I would not
No
draft
sir.
TJ Watt.
No sir. No sir. You said it right. Decline, pimp. Decline.
Mhm.
Decline.
There are other
Nobody.
guys that I would get before
Nope.
him.
Like my boy say, yeah, buddy. Ronnie Coleman, muscle, the old
I know
muscle
Ronnie
dude.
Coleman,
Yeah, yeah. He said, yeah,
Mister
buddy. I
Mister
said,
Olympia,
nobody. Yep, 9 time Miss Olympia. Nobody.
Mister Olympia. Yep.
Man, what a
Um,
great show, bro. What a great show.
do you want to get into this WNBA real quick,
We
just
can
to
shoot
stir the
real quick.
pot?
We
Just
stir
to
the
stir
pot
the
real quick,
pot.
man. We stir
So
real quick, man. They gonna be like, man, y'all
Dejani
had a 2 hour show.
Carrington decapitated Sophie Cunningham a few days ago in a game. She originally was assessed a flagrant one. They reviewed it, changed it to a flagrant 2. She had to leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, to me, we've seen flagrant 1s, flagrant 2s. There was nothing really controversial about it, other than you want to say they shouldn't have changed it to a flagrant 2. Yeah, they should have. She didn't make a play on a ball. She almost killed Sophie. That would have been an American tragedy. Anyway, but to me, the big deal is when she left the court and goes to the locker room, she immediately gets on social media and puts up white privilege and then hashtag Indiana fever. So were they not supposed to call it? And did they only call it because Sophie was white and
Again,
Vijani
man. So
Carrington is black?
once again, man, we having these discussions, man. I don't know why we keep stirring this pot, bro. You can't.
Well, the
Look,
WNBA
look,
is the
bro.
reason why. They're the
I get
reason why.
it.
You know what they don't do? You know what they don't do? They don't promote basketball.
No, they don't.
They don't push their
They
stars.
don't. They
They
don't
don't.
push their
You know-
stars. They don't. They allow. I agree. They allow for these narratives to take place. Okay.
Yes.
They are allowing for
Yes.
these racial divides to take
Yes.
place.
They are about that.
Yeah,
They're
that's
about
fact.
the
It's
racial
not-
war.
They really
They're
are.
about
It's
the
like-
sexual identity.
They really are. They really
They're
are. And I
about
don't
the
know if it's a
political
female-
thing.
and I don't know if it's
Why
a
is it?
female thing. It might
Why
be a
is it
female
that
thing.
if you agree with Sophie Cunningham,
Yeah.
you're considered a right wing Trump,
Right when
a right wing Trump guy
Yep.
because you agree with Sophie
But
Cunningham?
if you say anything that's wrong against Caitlin Clark, you know, or if you take that side, ain't like Angel Reese, you right? Ryan Clark, aka Ryan Clark, right? You know, just a black issue, right? So now you under scrutiny because you want to defend the black side and you're too black, which is the hardest thing I've ever heard in my life. But okay, you're too black, right? But then, like you said, if I take this side, then I'm right. I'm 100% right wing, right? And you might as well be a Trump supporter. You might as well be a Trump supporter. You might as well get you a mega hat, which is like the worst thing ever invented was the mega hat. That's up there with the swastika. They put it in the same category, bro. I'm telling you,
I don't know
bro,
about that.
bro.
I think that's a stretch.
I
think that's a
bro,
stretch.
Hold up. I'm gonna
That's
break it down. I'm gonna break it down. You think I'm lying?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna break it down. Let an all white man come in there with a MAGA hat on. I didn't see it personally. I didn't see the reactions, bro.
Mhm.
I seen it. Joker's faces tear up. They, especially if it was people of color, they looking at this dude like, "Oh, you want to know?" I'm dead serious.
Mhm.
I didn't see it, so it's not me making a stretch. I know what the swastika represents, okay? Because we know that is death, okay? That's death and hatred for real. So I definitely know what that is to clarify.
So you're making a comparison between a swastika and a mega hat.
Just the reaction.
Okay. So
yes, sir.
Did Donald Trump wear the mega hat?
Did he?
Yes. The answer is yes.
So. Yeah.
Yes, more than
Hold
once.
up. But hold up. Don't they compare him to Hitler?
Yeah, the lefties, the Democrats, the ones who didn't vote for him.
Right.
Yes, because
Right.
that's what they do. They attack.
Exactly.
They attack.
Exactly.
They attack. They're angry and they attack. That's what they do. But let me ask you something.
Good.
Donald Trump wearing the mega hat.
Right.
He won the election, right?
He did.
He won it wearing that hat. More people voted for him wearing that hat than they did what's her name? Kamala, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Right? Or
yes, sir.
Right? Or Hillary the
Right,
time
right.
before
The
that,
time
right?
before, right.
Wearing the hat.
Well, maybe
Now,
because
let's turn this around. Let's turn this around. Let's say he takes that hat down and picks up a hat that's got the swastika on it. He won in the election?
No, sir.
No, he's not.
No, sir.
Is he losing by a lot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they're not really the same.
No,
my
they're
point.
not this.
They're not really the same. If you want to make a comparison to Mega, is somebody wearing a hat that says ICE on it. I think that's comparable because you got a lot of people who don't like these ICE agents
No, I'm sticking by my.
snatching up
I'm sticking by
people.
my guns. I'm sticking by my guns. I'm
I
sticking by my guns. Like
I do
no,
not think this. I think that
I'm
I
sticking by
don't
my
think
guns.
you can compare outside of slavery. I
Yeah,
don't think there's a comparison to the Nazi
I'm
revolution that
talking
had
about
that
the. I'm
symbol.
talking about the reaction. The reaction. The
That-
reaction.
that-
If you come in there right now with a swastika, bro, once again, once again, I don't
Mhm.
think nobody's gonna attack you for wearing it, but you're gonna get some dirty looks. You got the right to wear what you want to wear and do what you want to do, but you're gonna get some dirty looks. You're gonna get some nasty looks. You're gonna can't believe you wore that look. Just like once again, that gentleman said that person I can't believe wore that hat. Once again, I heard the dialogue. Okay, because I didn't had an example. See the guy walking with this old white dude, looked like he probably grew up in the 40s. You know what I mean? Probably we was back in the Jim Crow days. He probably be one of them dudes mounting up the van, going to go coon hunting. I don't know, bro. I'm just telling you that he represented that Trump.
where you live, your township, a lot of it is Republican based, independent based,
This was in Maryland.
Democrat.
This wasn't in here. It wasn't up here. It was in Maryland.
Okay, but
It was in Maryland, bro.
what I'm saying is that spot where you were at, wherever it was, they might have had a lot of, I'm gonna say, liberals in there, whatever. Okay, he walks into a diner with a bunch of other old people that just got out of church, and
Mhm.
it's a conservative area where that diner is. He'll get looks, and he might get a clap. They might say America,
Right.
right? He might, maybe not, but he might. You wear a swastika anywhere, you're gonna get
Yeah.
a negative comment.
Yeah, you're right.
You're
You're
gonna
right
you're
on
gonna
that
get
part.
negative. A
You're right.
swastika, unless you're a white supremacist, and they do exist, but other than them, skinhead white supremacists, unless you get that, you're gonna get negative comments with a swastika. You are. You wear a mega hat, depends where you are. It could be negative, could be
Okay.
positive.
So now we
Same thing with ice. Could be
so now
negative,
with
could be
the
positive.
WNBA, we at this divide once again. We're
Mm-hmm.
at this dumb divide,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're pitting black against white because that's what we're defining line. Like you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
it's not hard fouls, not basketball play. It's not what the NBA has because y'all want to be the NBA. Y'all want to be at the level of the NBA. Y'all want the rights of the NBA. You want the money of the NBA. You want all the stuff the NBA got, correct?
Correct.
We don't have them problems in the NBA. We don't. It's about ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's about ball. It's not no
Drama.
divide of black and
It's not
white. No,
outside
sir.
drama.
And you know what I think it is, Gil, because we basketball, men's basketball has had the chance to grow into this thing right here. You know what I mean? Because at one point it was that divide. It was that. It was the divide. It was all white Boston squad going against a predominantly black. I don't know who was the black team that they played. Was it LA? I don't know. No, because Jerry Weston was on LA, so it wasn't even that. But I just know
Yeah,
Boston.
he was the one
No, matter of
white
fact, it
guy.
was Showtime Lakers. My fault, Showtime Lakers. From they trying to make that dumb divide. Because you had Boston,
They,
you had the Showtime Lakers, which was a predominantly black team against
they had
all
a
white.
white guy on the Lakers, Kurt
They did.
Rambis.
Kurt Rambis, just like they had black people on Boston. They had
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Johnson. They had Parrish. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
But they try to paint the narrative. White, black, American White Hope, Larry Bird, Too
Mm-hmm.
Flashy, Magic Johnson, right? So they
Mm-hmm.
did a commercial together and said, look, bro, I'm you, you me. You know what I'm saying? Your mom going, she said, my favorite player is Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, mom. That's what she said. Magic Johnson.
But that won't work. That won't work in a women's league.
No, sir.
Women are women.
Women are way too.
Women are self-conscious.
That's true.
Women are spiteful.
You gotta watch your mouth,
more
man.
than men
You gotta
are.
watch your mouth, man.
Women are. You
Watch
know
your
the
mouth.
term spiteful. Is it more men or more women?
It's woman.
It's more women. That's what I'm. That's
I'm
what
just
I'm
saying.
saying.
I'm just saying. There's gonna be
Listen.
some
I
women
can
on here
list
that's
off.
gonna not like you, bro.
I can list off a lot of things women are better than men.
That's me too.
A lot.
Balancing.
A lot. But
balancing.
there's a few things that women are worse than men.
Okay.
A few things.
There's emotions on them.
And they're petty. They are petty. And they don't have strong leadership
They
at the
are.
top.
Yeah.
Their commissioner can't even explain what the W stands for in WNBA.
Hmm.
I'll say that again. She cannot, she said she needs to put a task force together to define what the W is for WNBA.
Hmm.
That's their leader. Okay? It stands for woman. What's a woman? Now here's where the debate is. Is a transgender man, born biological man that now lives his life as a woman? Is
Well,
that a
that's an
woman?
well, that's an advantage to the transgender in the women's sport. It's like having combat fighting. You know, you're fighting a man by
You're
nature.
you're playing
So,
against a man, which by the way, I don't think somehow they'll find a way not to let him in. But that Enos Cantor Freedom
what's
guy,
that?
you know who Enos Cantor
You talking
Freedom
about the
is?
basketball dude?
Yeah.
What happened to
He
him?
declared himself eligible for the WNBA draft next year.
Oh, I'm done. Anyway, by the end of this season, it was a good show tonight. It's a good show.
That's what he
Hold
did.
up. It was a good show. I'm
That's
gonna
what
keep
he
it pushing.
did.
All right, it was a good
So
show.
when do we put the kibosh on it? Do we
Man,
gotta wait
boy,
for a 6'10" guy who's
look.
not in the
Hey,
NBA
Gil.
anymore smashing them?
Spider-Man Brand New Day just came out last week.
I
I
see
thought
how
it
you
was
did that.
I thought it was a
My
good
man
movie.
Larry scurred.
No, it just looked weird. Him being the chick looked weird. That's why I scared it. It's weird. It's just a weird look. It's a weird look, dog. It's a weird look. No, no wonder you was soft
Here's
in New York.
here's what the WNBA can do. They could, and they don't want to do this because they're so super liberal.
You're
They don't want
tripping.
to do this.
You're tripping.
They could take the injunction that President Trump put out there saying if you were born a biological man,
Yes.
you cannot, under any circumstance, including transitioning, play in a female sports league.
Indeed.
Period.
Period.
Sign off on that. Sign off on that, and then we don't have to talk about that anymore. Then we just got to worry about politics
Boy,
and
you about to
racism.
lose some viewers, man. You can't be saying this type stuff, bro. You about to lose
Hey,
some
listen, if you don't agree, with
subscribers.
common sense,
Yeah,
then comment. Then
bro,
make a comment. Then
they
make a
gonna look.
comment.
Look, they shut you down, bro. They'll shut you down. They'll
I'm
shut
just
your whole
saying,
platform down. You know what they did with
do you want men in a women's league or not?
I don't personally, but I'm just
Okay,
saying.
I
Ask
don't
the woman
either.
that. Ask them, no way, because he's gonna come
I
off
don't
as saying
either.
that we don't respect their right to be women. That's what's gonna come off this.
I'm not
I'm
transgender.
not either. I'm not
I'm
the
not.
rainbow. I'm not
But
anti-rainbow. But I'm just
they
saying
can't
that's
they
how they're
can't
gonna come off.
they can't have their own league.
I believe you should have your own league. I agree. Now that's a good that now we say, okay, if you're gonna present a problem, what's the solution? That's a great solution.
Have your own
That's a
league, and
great
then
solution.
there's no problem.
That's a great solution. Yup. I think Ennis Cantor need to springboard that. Instead of jumping in WNBA, let's create your own league. You feel me?
Well, he's not saying that he's transgender. He's
What do you
not
say?
saying that he's gay. He's saying that he is a biological man, and the
Okay.
WNBA right now won't come out and say we are going to reject any person that was born a biological man. You
All
don't
right.
know
So
how he lives his life in private,
okay.
but he's not going to dress up in a wig. He's not saying
Oh,
he's
okay, okay,
gay or
okay,
anything
okay.
like that. He's just saying, hey, if you're born a man, then I can play just like a transgender athlete can, who's
Okay,
living
that's
their life
awesome.
as a woman but was born a man.
Okay,
That's
that's
why
awesome.
that's why
Okay.
you follow up on the injunction and you say if you were born, I don't care how you're living your life. If this person was born with the chromosomes of a male, then you cannot be in a
You know, you know,
female league.
we went an hour and 45 minutes, right, bro? Like
Hmm.
we went an hour 45 minutes, bro. We went deep into our fantasy football. We done touched some social, political problems like we always seem to do. I don't know how we spearhead into this. There's always WNBA making spearhead into this
Everybody's talking about it.
political
That's
stuff,
why.
man. You know
That's
what
why we're
though?
talking about
It's
it.
dope though, because I'm glad you brought it up because once again we talk about these type issues because like Gil said, everybody's talking about it. So you want to know our opinion on it. Once again, I think females They deserve the right to have their league, and they need to preserve that league and preserve that right as females, because once again, you were born a female. So stop trying to impede on what they do. Facts, man. It's already hard being a woman as is. You dig?
Mhm.
And now you want to try to take from their league and have the advantage on her. Come on, man. Come on, nah, that ain't cool. Once again, ladies, y'all need to stop this petty, dumb stuff and stop this black and white stuff. No, play basketball. Stop trying to hurt the girl. That was purely, I'm trying to hurt the girl. Straight up. Have some sportsmanship. You could be competitive, but still have some class of sportsmanship about yourself. Okay, because we don't need that dirty stuff in the sport. And as soon as you do something stupid and dirty, now you want to go to social media crying about the white card, the black card. We ain't gonna keep doing all that, bro. But once again, I always tell you, bro, I joke and laugh with you, but I'll be dead on, because you can't make a comment about my people because we get all in our feelings, right? But I could come
Sensitive.
out and disrespect
Sensitive.
your folk. I could disrespect your people, and it's supposed to be acceptable. No, it's not acceptable. It's disrespect, and disrespect. I don't care what the color is. I don't care what the gender is. Disrespect is disrespect, man. And we don't play that disrespect. And back to Spider-Man Brand New Day review. Like I said before Gil let me try to think I was going to run from the convo. Check it, right? And y'all let y'all go see the movie and tell me what y'all think. I think the action scenes were dope. I really do. I think it was dope. For me, I think it reminded me of Wakanda Forever, like I was telling Gil off air. I think the dialogue was a lot.
Who? Wait a minute. Who?
Wakanda Forever.
Oh, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. When he had
Yes.
died, remember it was a lot of dialogue, and it was way more of the mourning and the dialogue than the action, you know.
Mhm.
But when the action did come, it was dope because it was really good action scenes. That's how I felt with Spider-Man, but I understand why, because he was dead to the world. Nobody knew him. So he wanted to get back with the girl, you know, his MJ, right?
Yeah.
So there was a big build up to get to MJ. It's a lot. I went through a whole psychological, oh my God, I went through so much stuff in this movie, bro. It was depressing. It was motivational. His aunt come back and she giving all these words of inspiration. I'm like, man, what is this, man? Hold up, cuz. Where's the fighting at? Where's Dr. Doom? That's what I wanted to see.
Right.
I'm ready for the Dr. Doom series, man. I'm ready to see that. I can't. I'm done with all these Easter eggs. I want to see Dr. Doom, which I know ain't coming out to December, right?
December 18th.
I'll be there, front row.
I'll be there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there because I believe, and I'm not going, this isn't like a big stretch or anything. I think that will be the biggest money-making movie of
Yes, sir.
all time.
All time.
And I want to be part of it. I want to be able to say I was part of that movie breaking records.
Bro.
And they'll hold that record for 1 year. And then the next December, December of 2027, will be Avengers Secret Wars.
Secret Wars. Bro.
And that'll top it.
Might be bigger than the end game.
Oh, it will be. It will be. Dude, it's going to have Avengers and X-Men together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. A little thing for me I didn't like. I thought Spider-Man was a little too big. I could see it in his suit. I saw a side-by-side picture with him from his last movie, the No Way Home, where he's still ripped. To him in this movie, he's ripped, but he's thicker. He's got more mass. And when he wears the suit, he's thicker. Spider-Man's supposed to be thin. He's supposed to be slender. And he was thicker in this one, and I noticed it right in the beginning.
Hey, Gil, because we mentioned something last week, right? And my man made a really good point. We got on He-Man for not being jacked, right?
Right. And Spider-Man's too big.
But if you looked at the now, was you saying that Adam wasn't jacked?
Adam wasn't jacked.
That's bull. That's bull. It's bull jivey or whatever Dion say. Bull junkie.
That's bull jive.
That's bull jive. That's some right? Bull jive. No, sir. And the dude brought that up. That's false. If you look at the He-Man, like the one we grew up on, Adam was jacked. He was jacked. If you start looking at him wait a minute.
He was jacked. In the cartoon.
It was jacked. So what
the toy was exactly the same.
So when was it ever skinny? When was Adam ever skinny? He wasn't skinny. He was
the
same size as He-Man.
Well, I'm going to answer. They have, that's not the only He-Man cartoon, the one we saw in the 80s.
Okay,
it has been redone, and on Netflix,
right.
Kevin Smith did what was it? It was He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Revelation and He-Man Masters of the Universe Revolution.
Okay.
Revolution, Revelation, something like that. And it was like 5 episodes each season, 2 seasons. And Adam was thin, different voice, everything. He was thin. When he became He-Man, especially in that first season,
Mhm.
he was like the Hulk. Like he was like Savage Hulk, running around barefoot and stuff like that,
Okay.
growling and stuff like that. Yeah, I recommend it. Look up it came out in the 2020s. Okay, both of them, and it's like 5 episodes each season. It's Kevin Smith wrote it. You know who Kevin
Okay.
Smith is?
No.
You ever see the Clerks movie or Dogma or um anyway, you ever heard of Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah.
He's Silent Bob.
Oh,
He's the guy
okay.
that
Okay.
doesn't talk,
Okay.
who's got the coat
Yeah,
and the
yeah, yeah. I know what
backwards
you're talking
hat,
about. Yup. With the yup.
the goatee.
OT. Yup.
That's Kevin Smith.
Okay.
That's Kevin
Man,
Smith.
we had a 2 hour show, bro. Never again. Never again. Never again. I
Until next
promise.
time. Until next time. So yeah, we both recommend Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and one more recommendation. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I told you to see it. Season 2 on Amazon Prime, Batman the Cape Crusader. Season 2 was just as good as season 1. So if you like season 1, you'll like season 2. All episodes are available on Amazon Prime for free. Do not have to pay as long as you got that app. So I recommend Batman the Caped Crusader season 2. Anything else, brother, you want to
No,
add?
sir, man. It was a great season, great show. Can't wait till the drafts pop off. Can't wait till football finally get here. We back being the meat and potatoes of what we do. You dig what I'm saying? And I can't wait for this season to pop off. This is the best time for me is when summer's over and we can get to fall and winter. I'm telling you, pimping, I cannot wait.
The next time we have our show, I would have already had my draft.
Ooh,
So I could talk about that. But not you.
yeah.
Not you.
Man, somebody so up at 150, man. Y'all tripping, man. It's 12:39. Y'all tripping, man.
Want to thank everybody for tuning in to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. You can catch us every other Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. or check us out. Just go to the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel and you can see all our episodes. And then, of course, my main man Larry breaks them down, does the shorts, cuts out all the BS that some people might not be interested in, and just gives them to you quick, 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 quick. So we'll be back in 2 weeks talking the usual NBA, WNBA, NFL, and maybe even a little NASCAR. Who knows? I don't know. I'm sure that Tyler Reddick doesn't want me talking NASCAR because he came in last on Sunday, doing terrible now. So, for my main man, Larry Loper, I'm Gilly Rosari. We'll catch you in 2 weeks. So stay healthy, be good to each other, and watch the games. Deuces, y'all.
Deuces, deuces, y'all.